Good morning, students. In a last period, we started the seventh lesson of history, the administration of the Swaraj. We took some information about the Ashtapradhan Mandal, agriculture policy, village economy, trade and business, and the military organization of the Shivaji Maharaj. Today, we are going to learn the remaining part of this lesson. Let's start the first part. Intelligence Department. It was necessary to protect the Swaraj from the enemy. For this, it was necessary to get the information about the movements of enemy. How many soldiers they have, information about the forts, information about the war materials was very important for defeating the enemies. To obtain the information about the enemy and submit to the Shivaji Maharaj was the main work of intelligence department. The intelligence department or service of Shivaji Maharaj was very efficient, means they did the work very properly. Bahirji Naik was the head of intelligence department. He was extremely skilled in his job. He collected the important information of enemy and submit to the Shivaji Maharaj. Due to his correct information, it was possible to raid on a Surat two times. His information about Surat was extremely correct. That's why Shivaji Maharaj could attack on a Surat two times. Okay. The next one, forts. Forts had great importance in a medieval period. Who have more forts, that king was considered as a powerful king. Yes, if any king have more fort, then we will say that, or that period they can say this king was very powerful. So forts have the importance. Understood this? Okay. If anyone have forts in their hands, they keep eye on the surrounding areas. If any foreign invasion attack was there, then they can take shelter at the forts. The forts provided security to the people. It was possible to store the food grains and the war materials in the forts safely. So, the Shivaji Maharaj gave importance to the forts. There were about 300 forts in a Swaraj. Okay, underline this line. Many times question will be asked on this. How many forts Shivaji Maharaj have? Near about 300 forts that Shivaji Maharaj have. Okay. Shivaji Maharaj spent a large amount of money on building the forts and the repairing the forts. Shivaji Maharaj built many hill forts like Pratapgarh, Pavangarh and Rajgarh. Okay. There were some important officers to take care the forts. Consider some king have many forts but no one is ready to take care of that forts. Then that forts are useful? No. That's why some people need to take care of that forts. Yes, some important officers are there to take care of that forts like Killedar, Karkhanis, Subnis on every fort. Okay. Karkhanis looked after the storage of a food grains and the war materials. Okay, what is the work of Karkhanis? This question will be asked for 1 mark. Yes, what the Karkhanis did? Karkhanis looked after to the storage of food grains and the war materials. Okay, understood it? Okay, let's go to the next part. Sea forts. Shivaji Maharaj knew the importance of the sea forts. So, he built many sea forts in the Mawal region. Sindhudurg was one of them. To give the strength to the forts or to give the strength to the construction of the forts, they use lead. Today, we have the cement, yes, or concrete to build the bridge, to build the houses, or for the construction. But that time, cement was not there. So, they use silica, lime, and the mixture of a lead to give the strength of fort. Okay, here 5 khandi lead they use for the building of the fort. Okay, Shivaji Maharaj built Padmadurg. Yes, underline this line also. Shivaji Maharaj built a Padmadurg in front of a Rajapuri fort. Why they decided to build this fort? Rajapuri was the one of the important sea fort of Siddhi. Yes, whose fort it is? Siddhi's fort. To counter this fort or to keep watch on that fort or to defeat the Siddhi, Shivaji Maharaj built this Padmadurg fort. This fort was very important. In a one letter, Shivaji Maharaj said about the Padmadurg. What he said? He said that it is another Rajapuri to overshadow the Rajapuri of Siddhi. Means to counter attack on the Siddhi, we need some important fort. So it is the Padmadurg. From the Padmadurg, we can attack on a Rajapuri, or it is to counter the Rajapuri, we build the Padmadurg. Okay, understood this? The next one, Navy. Yes, there were many enemies on the western coast, like the Portuguese of Goa, Siddhi of Zanzira, and the British. Everyone have their strong naval force. They created the obstacles or the disturbance in the work of the expanding of Swaraj. It was necessary to teach a lesson, or it was necessary to curb their activities and protect the west coast. Shivaji Maharaj realized that the one who has the navy controls the sea. So Shivaji Maharaj gave importance to raise the navy. Okay. Many times this question will be asked in a exam on this part. Yes, why Shivaji Maharaj gave importance to building a navy, or give reason Shivaji Maharaj raised a navy. What is the answer of this? Enemies like Portuguese, British, Siddhi created some obstacles in the work of expanding the Swaraj. To curb their activities and to protect the west coast, navy was necessary. Yes, one who have the strong naval force, they can controls the sea. So Shivaji Maharaj raised a navy. Understood this? There were more than 400 ships in the navy of Shivaji Maharaj. How many ships they have? 400. Don't confuse in this one. Two different questions are there. How many forts they have? They have 300 forts. And how many ships they have? They have 400 ships. Okay. He included the battleships like Gurab, Galbat, and the Pal. These ships were built in a Kalyan, Bhivandi, and the Malwan region. Okay, who was the head of navy? For match the pairs or choose the correct option, many times this question will be asked. That Daulat Khan was the head of navy or the naval force. Underline this line on the page number 32. Okay. Now, concern for the welfare of his subjects. Yes, Shivaji Maharaj did not work in a limited ambitions. He worked he was very particular about his subject. He provided a good administration and the good agriculture policy, or he introduced a new agriculture policy, and he did the development in a trade and the business. He improved the work of the intelligence department, gave importance to the building the forts or building the navy. He raised a navy. Means all that work he did, only he not gave importance to the expanding the Swaraj, but overall improvement he wants. So he did in work of different field. Okay, he did the work for overall development of people and the Swaraj. From these, we can say that the Shivaji Maharaj had a great foresight. Foresight means he his vision to look towards the Swaraj for the development of Swaraj. Okay, understood this? Now let's take a one recap on this lesson. Yes, what we learn in this lesson. For the smooth administration of Swaraj, Shivaji Maharaj appointed the Ashtapradhan Mandal at the time of coronation. He introduced a new agriculture policy and helped to the farmers. He tried to change the village economy. He gave importance to the trade and the business. He kept updated army. Yes, what he kept? He kept the updated army. The intelligence department of a Shivaji Maharaj was very efficient. He gave importance to building the forts and repair it. He raised a navy. He gave a good administration and work for the welfare of the people in the Swaraj. Okay, understood this lesson? Okay, try to find the answers of question. Okay, in the next period I will give you the answers of this lesson. Thank you.